What in the world does a guy who's an independent music artist do being on the radio? How in the world did this happen? This is not supposed to happen according to the numbers. You spend millions of dollars trying to get artists on the radio, and all of a sudden here I am on the radio with all the big dogs. Man, you'll want to hang around for just a second and figure out how it is I did what I did. This is the Erskin Music Show. I'm so glad you guys have joined me today because we're going to get at it here in just a minute. Hang out. I kind of like that bumper music. Hey, let's check that out. Erskin Music Show. So yeah, we're back today, and we're going to talk a little bit about how I got on the radio. If you're an artist that you're watching this today and you're like, hey man, that's cool, maybe that could happen for me, I'm pretty sure I'm going to show you some things today that would help you out. I don't know if it's going to help you out in music. If you're an entrepreneur, it may help you out in that, but this is definitely going to help you out today. And so what I'm going to do today, since you guys probably are familiar with the Erskin Music Show, if you're not familiar with the Erskin Music Show, we do all sorts of wacky stuff on this show. But today I'm going to go ahead and front load everything that I'm going to say today. And so hang with me for just a few more minutes, and I'm going to show you guys what's up. Really quickly, let's get to the subs. We got, millions and millions and millions of subscribers who are coming in this journey. And I'll let you know there's still room on the bus. And so let's give a quick shout out to our subs, and then we'll get to our content right away. All right, if you're watching us on YouTube Live, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, keep that energy. If you're watching us on Twitter, please remember to subscribe and enable the notifications. I don't know why I say that all the time, because on Twitter, you can't subscribe and enable the notifications. But just to let you know, if you want to watch this on Twitter, go ahead and do that. If you're riding in your car and you want to use this as a podcast, go ahead and do it that way. We'll get on a podcast stream before too much longer. But hey, we're where we're at now, and we're excited to be here. All right, the Erskin Music Show is here to highlight and represent all the different things that are the nuances of my life. Could it be preaching at a church? Yeah, I'll do that. Could it be writing new songs in the studio? I'm actually in the studio right now working on a new single. It's coming out soon. Could it be playing some of my music at a concert? Could it be I might be in a neighborhood near you sometime soon? But here, let me talk about this real quick here. I want to front load everything and let you guys see, some of the brand sponsorship from Moody Radio. So there I was, music artist, lowly, didn't know where I was at, didn't know how to get any songs on the radio. I had actually had one song that was on the radio, but that was completely an accident. I think they got mixed up. They thought it was some other artist, and they ended up putting it on the radio. No, that doesn't really happen. But I had a friend who introduced me to Don and Steve on the morning show in Nashville. We're in Nashville, Tennessee, by the way. And they said, hey, there's a guy that we want you guys to meet. I think you would like them. I think they would like you. You guys seem to both have that same kind of energy when it comes to talking about the Lord. And so I'm really eager to talk about Jesus. And so they had me on for a couple of spots, and they said, hey, we want to know about your music. We want to know about what you're doing. We want to know about, what you think about the Bible. We hit it off so well that they said, hey, you guys, you can come back. And I was like, this is fantastic. I'll come back anytime. And so here it is. They said, you can come back sometime, and maybe you can co-host on the show. Here's my friends, Don and Steve. Let me give them a shout out real quick. Their information is on the screen. They said, you can come back and co-host the show. And several times I have been back co-hosting the show. Loved it. I consider that to be an extension of the Erskin Music Show. I love being on the Moody Radio 91.7, 98.7, 1200 AM in the Nashville area and sharing on the airways. I've gotten to know so many cool people that way. But it all started because I said yes to the very first thing that was given to me. Hey, here's a possibility of talking to these guys. And the tip that I want to give you guys, the number one thing that I want you guys to know is when somebody asks you a question, whether you recognize exactly how it's going to benefit your music career or whatever kind of career you're in, consider saying yes to that if that's something you can do and are willing to do. Because as a result of that, I've been on the station several times, and I've been able to play many of my songs on the station. I've been able to impact lots of different people as a result of that. There's more people who now know about my music because I said yes to doing a simple interview. So if you're out there, you're a creator, you're an entrepreneur, you're in your music career, and somebody says, hey, I want to interview you for my podcast or my live stream or something like that, go ahead and say yes to that. I've got a Bible verse for you guys today. You guys know we like to keep it real on this. This comes from the book of Ecclesiastes. And like I said today, I'm going to front load everything on the front of the show just because I know people don't usually watch these that long. And so I'm going to get to it today. I'm pre-recording today's episode because I want to use this on several different occasions because it has so much good content in it. But I'm also pre-recording it because, guys, when you're watching this on Wednesday, I will actually be in the studio. So if you're in the Nashville area, I'm going to actually be on Moody Radio, and I'm going to be talking about a new song that I've written in conjunction with Moody Radio songwriting competition. Incredible. It's called The Gospel Changes Everything. The name of the song is called Everything, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. But here's our Bible verse for the day, and we like to get down to brass tacks here when it comes to the Word of God. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might. In the realm of the dead, where you are going, there's neither working, nor planning, nor knowledge, nor wisdom. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. We are all headed on one destination from here to death, ultimately to stand before the Lord. We have opportunities that come to us all the time. And sometimes those opportunities come veiled in, cloaked in what seems like the mundane or what seems like just normal activity, or it seems like something that's maybe an offshoot. I want to encourage you guys, continue to pray and ask the Lord for direction, for guidance. Hey, is this an opportunity I should take? Is this something that's going to take maybe just a little bit more of my time? It's going to be a little bit extra added on to what's going on, but it is something that I can indeed do, and it's something that may create a relationship. If we were to list it, we would have more on the chart than we could possibly imagine. I have done farming before. I have done student ministry before. I have done Uber driving before. I have done day labor before. I have done a variety of different things. But the thing is, those are not all tangential. I've done construction before. Those are things that allow me to have relationships with people. Can we put Big Head? This is Big Head on screen. Big Head, can we put that up on the screen? Relationships with people matter. So if you're out there and you're trying to start a business, you're trying to get your business going farther, get questions from artists all the time about how to book more shows, how do I get on the radio, how do I do that? Artists see me and they're like, hey, how did you do that? Well, there's a lot that goes into that, but it's a very simple thing. You say yes to the opportunities that are in front of you. And by saying yes, you might open yourself up to possibilities of things that are also in front of you. And so we're going to do this. We're going to have a little bit of fun. I front loaded this show. I would encourage you to keep watching because it's going to be a lot of fun. But I did want to do this. We do a segment on this show called That's Weird. And if you guys keep watching to the end of the show, and if you've never seen this before, you'll get a chance to see my personality. But That's Weird segment that we do highlights, well, things that are a little bit weird that are out there.
That's weird.
All right. I want to show you guys this because in the realm of radio, there's no shortage of weird things that are out there. And this one was hilarious. I was watching this and I was cracking up and saying, you know what? If you're in broadcast media, if you're podcast, live stream, we have all raise your hand. The comment section will probably be turned on. Raise your hand if you've had that episode where you're just like, yeah, that was the worst. I've probably had too many of those to count. And this is one that just kind of helped me to share a little bit of funny in my life. Check this out. I love it.
Radio station for the BBC, and it's home to some of the freshest talent in UK radio.
And this is fair use,
in
by the
over
way.
8 million listeners every week, and it's the most listened to radio station for 15 to 29-year-olds. So you can expect when things go wrong, it gets a lot of attention on social media. Unfortunately, newsreader Tina Dahealy was to bear the brunt of this broadcasting blunder from 2017 when she got her clips mixed up in this news bulletin.
Labour's leader Jeremy Corbyn is calling for unity. There's been a heated row over claims there's a hard left plot to take over the party. Unite boss Len McCluskey's described the claim as ridiculous.
If only there was somebody.
Well, that's clearly
wrong soundbite. Look, Tila Dahealy, if you're watching this right now, if you're out there somewhere, I just want to commiserate with you because I have totally done the wrong thing several times on my show before. I've tried to hit one inlay on the show and I've totally messed it up, and I'm like, yeah, that just happened. We got much love for you.
Either on clip, that's Peppa Pig or the voice of, and at Newsbeat's Facebook page, you can meet.
What I think is awesome on this is that she has such range, right? Like she's obviously reporting on something in British, Parliament and government, but she's also got Peppa Pig. So, I mean, she's covering the gambit there. She's got quite a spectrum there. That's awesome. Yeah, good job.
15-year-old Harley Bird, who for the last 10 years has been the voice of Peppa Pig. Here she is.
Shocking. Unbelievable.
Again, that's not her. Here's Peppa Pig. Third time lucky.
If only there was somebody tall enough to reach our ball.
I sound like a pig, a 4-year-old pig. So I got the job.
If only I could play the right clip.
Hey. At least she owned it. Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to you. At least you owned it in the moment that you recognized, yeah, this is all falling apart. I could be upset about this, or I could just roll with it. If only I could play the right clip. You don't know how many times I've said that. If only I could hit the right button to have the right thing scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I keep a backlog of shows and show notes that are at the bank of this show as I'm actually producing it as it's going out live. And so one of the cool things about it is I have a lot of things that I can throw up on the screen from past shows, but that means I have a lot of opportunities to make an error as I'm throwing things up onto the screens. I get it, Tina DeHaley. I get it. So yeah, that's that. And that happens to everybody out there. Drop a comment if that has ever happened to you on your show, or you have seen that happen on a show that you've been a part of. There's another clip that's on there where a guy's pretty much just trying to figure out, there's a space sound or something that's coming through the microphone and nobody can figure out what it is, and it's on live radio, and it is pretty cringy. But at the same time, this is the Erskin Music Show, so I'm gonna hit you guys up today with a song that you are likely to hear. If I'm ever on Moody Radio, they love this song.
I'm a self-made man with my well-laid plans, and I was taught to do it on my own. But I've tried and failed, and I've been derailed. From dust you picked me up, and now I know. Grace made the first move. Grace made the first move. Oh, Grace made the first move. Oh.
Okay, I backloaded the show with a secret message. And here's the secret message. If you've watched the show all the way to the end, I'm going to let you know about this. We've got a thing called the Create Songwriters Retreat. It's my 5th year of doing this retreat, and it's gotten better every single year. We also did this retreat in the midst of the pandemic. We did virtual on the line. So the Create Songwriters Retreat is on May the 13th through the 15th. Mark your calendars, May the 13th through the 15th. Guys, there's only 10 slots that we make available for this. It is so exclusive because you're going to get songwriting, artist development, food and lodging, and you're going to the studio to actually record at the place where I recorded Grace Made the First Move. And so you get over $2,000 worth of value. We're packing it in for one weekend at $500. Because this is kind of a boutique opportunity, we only have 10 slots. Excuse me. We only have 9 slots that are available. And you're asking yourself, how do I sign up for this? Well, you can't sign up for this. That's how exclusive this is, but it's because it's such a great deal. Probably by the time that this show is over, all the slots will be filled, but just go ahead and try it anyway. What you got to do is you got to go that link that is on the screen right there. Go see that link right there. You can register for it, but there's a little bit of a vetting process because, again, this is kind of an exclusive opportunity. And so you can probably get in if you don't have any criminality or anything that is overtly obvious on your record, or you're thinking that you're coming to a hip hop convention and it's something else. We just want to make sure that you're in the right place, that is what you really want to sign up for. Unique opportunity. Sign up for this. We'll vet you real quick, and then we'll get you all the information that you need to actually sign up. Great location here in Nashville, Tennessee that we're going to be doing it. Ballin'. The meals, ballin'. Fellowship, ballin'. Bussin', even with the songwriting materials that we're going to give you. Songwriting materials. And then we're also going to do artist development. You won't want to miss this opportunity. I'm going to get it off the screen. That's what you get for continuing to watch this show. And so thank you guys for watching the show all the way to the end. I backloaded it because you stuck with me throughout the whole episode. And so here's what we got to do. We're going to sign off today. Erskin Music Show. You guys check out, share this with your friends. In the sharing of this with your friends, the slots may be gone. We've got 9 so far, but hey, you know what? When it gets down to 0, I'll let everybody know that everything is closed. But as of right now, on this episode, everything is still open. I'll keep making the announcement. And as we get closer to the end of signups, I'll make a little more urgent plea, probably put it near the front of the show. But you watched all the way to the end. God bless you. Thank you. Erskin Music Show.